the TV is way too misleading. Telling them lies until you believe it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. It don't take a genius to pick up the pieces.
Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too?
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. This June 17th, 2022. Of course, back with the measurable, observable, repeatable matrix revealed, formerly known as, but of course we're always going to keep more. And it also of course means musically orientated repertoire. Of course, myself, audio oracle. Now, just going to quickly cover this. Shouldn't spend too much time harping on because, you know, it's just the same old same shit. But before we continue with what happened yesterday in Russia concerning this, you know, clearly not a mystery blaze, but, you know, these journalists can't never seem to pinpoint shit. But obviously purposely, for obvious reasons. But anyway, before we get back to what happened yesterday, we're just going to quickly get a couple of takes from Zach's sports video that he put out yesterday. And we're going to note a number that he says, or a couple of numbers. It's actually a reflection of itself. 57 and 75, yeah? And we're going to see, you know, if it correlates, if there's any, you know, extra stuff going on. As we know, they like to sync up sports, you know, movies, music, literature, you know, education and whatnot, or certain parts of education, with events that they will play out, you know, ritualistically over time, you know, yearly, every other year, every 10 years or 75 years, as we'll get a reminder with something concerning this very situation right here with the gas blast. And of course, UK gets a lot of its gas supply from Russia. And as I say, planned food shortages, fuel, of course, petrol shortages, Hunger Games, again, so Hunger Games, food shortages, petrol shortages, you know, prices go up for gas and whatnot. Again, these people are causing it, just like it's the same gang behind Celeb 19, as I call it, for obvious reasons. You know, the old influencers, right? The ultimate influencers, you know. As I say, people aren't tuned into the real stars and connecting with their, you know, with some real introspection of self and back to the stars. They're more interested to these fallen stars down here that seem to be polarized to the satanic cabal, aka the Jesuit Order, aka all the rest of the terms and names. Now, I'm going to go through Zach's video here. I haven't rewatched it to get the timestamps, but what I'm going to quickly do, I'll have it on pause, and I'll quickly do that now while you're on pause anyway, so it won't be a thing for you, so we can cut the fat, and I'll just get to the, you know, minute or two bits when he drills home, you know, the usual shit that he's been drilling, and other people in this, you know, circle of study since 2013, myself since 2016. Again, whether the story is real, not real, or a mix of true lies, always understand there is a code that's being dished out. I can't stress that enough. And again, I don't need to harp on about it because it speaks for itself. The preponderance of evidence from their own admissions. And I'm not going to say, oh, you can't have the odd one that's fully organic. But looking at this gang and how they do their shebang, it's just too obvious to see. Hence why the spell that's cast on the mind's eye, the cognitive dissonance in the people, you know, and all that. Not too good stuff. But as I've been saying, you know, it is a sorting ground, Midgard, so to speak, Earth plane. It seems as if it's the sorting ground. So I don't think people are in totality, you know, everybody, I don't think they're gonna, you know, sort themselves out for the betterment and, you know, have things much more better. You know, as it could be. So first and foremost, find it within yourself, and if you can, reach out and find tribe, and you know, get that expansion. You know, get that expansion of wholeness. Now, let me get to Zach. Okay, we're gonna watch a few minutes of this video, and which I caught late last night, my time. Of course, the time zones. I'm in the UK, in UK London. Again, shout out to GematriaEffect.News 24, as always. Regardless of certain claims and whatnot, at the end of the day, you know what, this message is too grand to be you know, oh, shill this and shill that. Listen, it just goes to show how asleep the masses actually are. I'm not on about people that be, you know, making certain videos that seems some bits may actually look like the whole way. I'm not gonna lie. But seems like there's some, you know, extra outlandish ones out there that kind of need to pack it in now, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, this is literally the wholeness. I don't deal with no holy, you know, and holes. But my point is the wholeness grail, you know, that our generation needs to propel ourselves, and you know, at an exponential rate, you know, of good expansion, to beat the spell, overcome the spell, lift the veil, and all that stuff. Yeah. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the masses, the lemon zombie people, wow. And as I say, those that have come across this knowledge, those that you try to build bridges with, that, you know, they never get back to, and or they come back and chat some nonsense, or whatever the case, you know, or they pretend like, oh, we're going to look at it, but you never hear from them again, you know. It's just like, really? I mean, I've been documenting this, as I say, on videos. If you haven't gone through my videos on, you know, on my channels, feel free to check those out. But anyway, I'm gonna let the man do his thing. So as I say, this was last night, streamed 8 hours ago, June 16th, and of course the explosion was yesterday, and I'm sure he didn't do a video for this explosion yet, which he might be getting onto today. Yeah, so let me back that up here. Oh, so I'm going over here. Let's get that full screen. All right, let's go.
All right, welcome back, True Seeker. I believe we're live. Congrats to the winners. Another big winning future call. And like I keep telling you guys, learn your gematria, learn about the Jesuits. This whole NBA Finals was foretold December 17th, 2021 on Pope Francis's birthday, when the Celtics fell to 7-5 at home, losing to the Warriors in the 75th NBA season.
Again, note the 75s and 57s, and then I'll get back to the latest explosion in Russia, of course the gas explosion, and we'll note this Beirut explosion, what I've got on the right here. I've got videos, of course the community's got videos on that, but of course I'll put some links in the description. Of course, GematriaEffect.News, just go to the search bar, do the obvious with your fingers, and of course if you haven't yet, under all our videos you can download, if you don't want to support, and download the book. And, you know, sorry, if you don't want to get the book from wherever, like, you know, outlet, Amazon or whatever, it's there free. 2 books are there for free: Letters and Numbers and 9/11 to Coronavirus. Get that in your inventory. Each one teach one. It really is that simple. It's amazing how people can be taught to put on a face diaper so quickly, you know, and still can't work out the particulates in the air and, you know, all the other stuff, why people are now getting this sudden adult death syndrome and all of that. Really? I mean, really? Excuse me. I mean, really? Scientists and experts said there's new particulates in the air that's causing global warming. You know, new particulates that's never been found before, and it's causing global warming and respiratory you know, stress or what have you for adults and or, you know, younger people. Really? You gotta be kidding me. All since getting that poison candy in people's arms and boosters. Wow, these people, mass genocide. How these people aren't in jail? How comes MI5, it's rhetorical obviously, MI5, Scotland Yard, you know, FBI, CIA, what they should actually be doing, so to speak, you know what I mean? It's like, it's clearly the same gang. You know, how these people got names and addresses? How comes we can find this out in a nanosecond, but then the news is coming on, oh, mystery bomb in Russia yesterday, gas explosion. Oh, mystery. Okay, well, we're going to see by the end of this short video how much of a flipping mystery it actually is, yeah, with them one another. Yeah. Right, let's deal with this. So 57s and 75s, yeah.
Winners, another big winning future call. And like I keep telling you guys, learn your gematria, learn about the Jesuits. This whole NBA Finals was foretold December 17th, 2021 on Pope Francis's birthday, when the Celtics fell to 7-5 at home, losing to the Warriors in the 75th NBA season. And again, they couldn't have scripted it any better. Tonight, the Warriors picked up their 75th all-time road win on the playoffs to win the 75th NBA season. And there must be something about San Francisco in 75, because the 49ers won the 75th NFL season. That was the one over the San Diego Chargers, where the 49ers won with 49 points. Of course, in gematria, Warriors equals 49, whereas Golden State equals 41. And tonight, the Celtics picked up their 41st all-time postseason loss. And again, you know, sign up for Patreon if you want the information. But then again, even those of you who aren't on Patreon, I put out this pick for free if you guys took the time to watch the video. I made the video public before the conference finals why we liked the Warriors Celtics to face in the finals and why we liked the Warriors to win. Again, the Celtics fell to 17-5 in finals all time tonight. In gematria, in the base ciphers, Golden State also equals 175 in that same cipher. So does Pope Francis, 175. And just notice the winning score, 103 to 90. 103 to 90, a difference of 13 points in Curry's 13th season. And remember the massive 13 ritual in the last game. Curry's 3-point winning streak was snapped at 233 games, the 13th Fibonacci number. And he snapped it 91 days after his birthday, the 13th triangular number. And the last time he didn't make a three-pointer was 1,313 days earlier, 1313. And in the first game back to start that streak, he made 13 three-pointers. And then he wins it in Game 6 tonight. 13 is the 6th prime number. Again, Golden State equals 41. 41's the 13th prime number. And in 75, when the Warriors won the championship, that was the year that Kobe Bryant's father was drafted to the Warriors. And remember, Kobe retired 41 years later in 2016, and then Kobe died at age 41 when Kobe Bryant equals 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age. And like I've been explaining since back then up to now, the Jesuits, the Catholic Church, all roads lead to Rome. Your sports are rigged and scripted. I gave you guys the college championship for free. If you were on Patreon, we had it before week 2 was even played, showing how the college championship would be synced up with the Pope. And absolutely it was. For another big parallel in sports, notice Steph Curry's 34 years old right now, just like Matt Stafford won the Super Bowl at age 34. And remember, Ukraine equals 34. Ukraine 34. The gold and the blue, the Rams, the Warriors, California. And in Game 1, Curry scored 34 points. Don't forget, in March Madness, Kansas, the 34th state, won the championship, winning their 34th game of the season. Again, big number in sports this year is 34. In gematria, Ukraine's 34. But again, congrats to the winners. All of you guys who continue to sit on the sidelines and doubt what we're doing here. I mean, how much longer are you guys going to watch us just chalk it up, rack it up over here? It's 9 years straight of doing this. Futures galore, gematria galore. And again, not having to change anything about what we're saying. It's the same formula every year. It's the same thing. It's the Jesuit Masonic cabal that runs the show. But here, I'll just run through this and just show you guys, again, the stats. So let's go back to December 17th, Pope Francis's birthday. Want you to make sure you see how this was. And realize this information's been out for free on the Patreon for a while now. You know, we did it before the conference finals. We went over it. And then I made the video public after the conference finals were over. So if you'd taken the time to watch the video, you'd get it. And it's amazing to me how many of you guys watch those videos and then you leave the question, so who's winning? And it's like, how can you have that question? If Boston loses the finals to the Warriors, they'll be 17-5, like Golden State equals 175, Pope Francis 175, so we're leaning Warriors. So that's said directly in the video in the beginning. You guys are watching the video and going, so who's winning? I mean, do you guys speak English as a language? It seems like you do based on what you write in the comments, but seriously, some of you guys, I don't know what's wrong with you. So anyway, Pope Francis' birthday, December 17th, Saturnalia. The Warriors won 111 to 107. And notice how the Celtics fell to 7-5 at home. 7-5 at home. Now, Again, 75th NBA season. It's interesting the Warriors improved to 10-3 away. Now that I go back and look at that, because tonight they won with 103 points, didn't they? So that's interesting. Won by a difference of 13. But again, Gematria. They did it on the Pope's birthday. The Pope's birth name is Jorge Mario Bergoglio. And let's just go back to the ciphers that we originally knew. When I first started, we didn't even know reverse Gematria.
I'm gonna slightly skip through, so it might be chopped up, but I'm just, you know, cut for time because of how much memory I got. But as I say, if you want to watch the full video, but anyway, you know, you can see, you know, look, the treble one. He just spoke about a treble one just moments ago. And of course, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, of course, Pope Francis. That's his real name right there. But let me just try and find the 57s and stuff, because there was a few more that he said. I just really want you guys to hear that in this video here. Remember that 48 as well. Again, we've got another treble one, but anyway, remember that 48. 48 is going to be very significant for obvious reasons, because the Beirut explosion in 2020 was the 4th of August. And of course, I might as well say it now, Russia equals 48, so go figure on that. Alright, let me pause you guys and I'll scan through. Alright, check this out, what he says after San Francisco.
Championships in the 75th season, just like how they won it in 70. Pay tribute to Pope Francis. And then with regards to becoming, the Warriors just became 7-5 in NBA championships in the 75th season, just like how they won it in 75. And notice, Catholic Church is 75. Catholic Church 75, right? And if you write out New World Order, that's what the New World Order is. It's the Catholic Church and the Jesuits. New World Order is 75. The word order alone is 75.
Go figure.
And again, just the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. Look how Russia is 75. See that?
And 48. And Russia's 75 as well, yeah.
With regards to the Jesuits, if you write out Society of Jesus, do you see the 56 and the 79? Tonight, the Celtics became 79 and 56 in the playoffs all time. 79 and 50.
Also, you will see a 56 on the date duration. We'll get to that. Just remember that anyway. Again, Society of Jesus, aka the Jesuit Order. I think that might do it, actually, now. Hold up. Let me pause you guys. Alright. Just going to show you a couple of slides first of some different things. You know, we're not going to spend much time, not more than like 2 minutes or, you know, or less, to be fair. But again, you know, look, first on CNN, Biden administration shipping 44,000 pounds of Nestle formula, yeah? 44,000, yeah, baby formula equals 44, I mean, come on. And also, this explosion is on a date that's got the 64, 28, and 44 date numerology, and that's all kill numbers intent. And as I say, we can circle the numerology of each month, and we know that there's going to be some type of celebrity death, a major one, maybe a mass shooting, or, you know, an explosion like this, yeah? Gas explosion or whatever they got going on, or ammonium, nitrate, whatever it was in Beirut. We live in a wicked world. Do not let it consume you. Shout out to the movie Fright Night. I remember that for the first. That was it. Did they make 2? And did they make a newer one? I think they did, didn't they, with Colin Farrell? But yeah, I remember Fright Night 1 and 2. I used to love that film back in the day. I mean, Scam Man Dumbass Dan. Hello, Simon Dan. Hello. Keep seeing you making videos, mate. I don't see what I'm supposed to be seeing yet. Scam Man Ran, Simon Dan, Scam Man Dumbass Dan. I mean, look at this. Really? And you should hear on his last video when he mentioned something to do with, you know, the moon stuff, to, you know, moon landing or whatever to be real, whatever. What a joke that individual of a man actually is. Sell out. Trust me, audio oracles just bubble, shuffle and go on in, you get me? Trust me. Yeah, it's in the midst of it all, boy. Literally. Just trying to vibe. Also, that was my old school name. I used to be called DJ Vibes. Vibes FM, I look at this thing for the youth generation every time, one of a kind. Formerly known as Vibes, of course, still there for those that know me. What's this? Oh, Young Pharaoh. I mean, allow me. Right, Ritual 45. Gas blast. The time, sorry, the timestamp 45 minutes. I mean, 45 seconds. Ritual 45. Gas blast mystery blaze engulfs Russia's largest gas field, sending flames into the air as inferno could hit Europe's gas supply. Again, all by design from these scumbags. Again, they got the audacity to be bringing out a new Hunger Games next year in the midst of all the mystery, food plants or places that have, chickens in there, cattle or whatever. Yeah, they're all just magically burning up. There must be near 100 now in America that's magically all self-combusted. Really? Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. 155. I'm sure Freemason equals 155. You see the time there? 13:05. Freemason or Freemasons. And look, they love their 33. The update time is 3:11. 3 times 11 is 33. You remember, 75s, 84s. Again, Russia 84. We'll get to obviously the stuff on the right hand side here that I've got from GematriaEffect.News. Of course, the blog site, Zach's blog site, excuse me. Where are we at here? The dramatic moment was caught on camera and showed the country's Urengoyskoy, however you pronounce that, the gas deposit place in the far east engulfed in a giant fireball. Russia's largest gas field mysteriously went up in flames. All right. Jesuit 78, the fire broke out at Gazprom's Dubchar Urengoy's gas fields, number 7 and 8. Jesuit equals 78. Of course, Beirut, Lebanon equals 78. Yeah, Jesuit 78. Again, it happened June 16th, 2:30 in the morning. There were no casualties. At 4 a.m. the fire was extinguished. Explosion equals 114. This is from the blast yesterday, June 16th, 2022, to Putin's birthday of the president of Russia. 114 days. Explosion equals 114. Of course, you got the skull and bones number as well, 322. If you write out skull and crossbones, not like Itachi, but if you write out skull and crossbones, equals 223. Oh, mate. Again, yesterday I had the 64, 28, 44 date numerology as well. Again, kill 64 and 28, and 44 execution 44. Again, that's the Aleister Crowley with Thelema and all that jazz. Do your homework on Thelema. Anyway, Thelema, I'm sure 64 and 28. Now note the 42s. The Saturn's in there, of course, with the 30s and 93s. But anyway, note the 42s as well. Again, the elite, Jesuit, or Jesuits, Zionism, Freemasonry. The elite, oh, I've said that already. The elite, Jesuit, or Jesuits, Zionism, Freemasonry, Saturn equal 42. Again, Ritual 45, remember you had a 45-second video. Ritual also equals 27, gas equals 27. Look, gas explosion 57 and 75. Remember, we were just looking at the sports game now. You see that? And hold up, was that, oh, it was checked, okay. I'm seeing the 115. Anyway, Masonic 115. Of course, the Urengoyskoy deposit. Didn't see much with that, to be fair, apart from the 115, Masonic 115, Explosion 42, Gazprom, the name of the company that owns the, the facility, equals 42. Start of production in 78. Again, Jesuit 78, and Beirut, Lebanon 78. See? And then you had, it was at plants, at the gas thing, it was at plants 7 and 8 where it blew up. Jesuit 78 and 84, like August 4th obviously can be said 4th of August. Again, Russia equals 48. Also hoax and I think false flag and I think propaganda, if I remember correctly. I may check on my phone in a sec, but I know I'm not far off. I'm sure they all equal 48, if not bar one. Anyway, propaganda 93. I'm sure we had a 93. Gazprom equals 93. Again, Saturn 42, 30 and 21. Urengoy gas field 78. Also, you got the 2 times 3 times 7 on the end there. Of course, that equals 42. Gazprom 42. Explosion 42. Remember, as I always like to mention, Elon Musk, when his spaceship blew up, and that was on December 9th. Explosion also equals 129. Urengoy. Also think about the Goyim, right? Urengoy 84. Come on. Masonry and Jesuit 84. I'm not sure why we got the Lebanon equals 78 and the 804. I don't know what cipher that's in. I'll have to get a rain check on that, but you know, another 84. I know what Zax puts out, you know, pretty much sound. You know, obviously people can get mistakes wrong in sports sometimes, etc, etc, you know what I mean, because it can be double coded, obviously. But you know, how much has come forth from the community in general, not just that is on point, to, you know, what didn't come into fruition from a forecast. So, you know, as I say, I would love to see some great videos on that, to those people that like to do videos about, you know, some of the not so good stuff. As I say, some of the stuff that I can even side with you on, but then as I say, there's some outlandish stuff and it's like, oh, come on, pack it in. But you know, there is some stuff that I can side with, you know. As I say, if you know my stance and gone through my videos and took the time and heard me speak here and there when I say my spiel, well then there you go, innit? So yeah, it's Masonry 105, you got the 84, again August 4th, again Russia 48, again Beirut explosion, again Saturn numbers 42, 30, and of course the 30th prime is 113. Think about the Talmud, Baba Kamal 113, where it states in this passage about those that are basically in a legal setting, they can lie to you and have you up if you want to be susceptible, as I always say, to the buffoonery and madness, and then be dumb and docile while you have the most wicked foster parents governing your life, so to speak, you know. Currently, what's his name's 52. Born in 1952, Vladimir Putin. Again, government and terrorist equal 52, go figure. Sure, Masonry or Mason equals 17. God, I'm sure, equals 17 as well. Again, these people like to play God over the masses. He's currently 69 years old, Jesuit 69. Here's the creature. So again, explosion after his, going to his birthday from June 16th, 114 days, and without it checks, we just spoke about Bubblegum 113A concerning, you know, in a certain setting, legality setting that they've created, they can have you up and lie. And always remember how they pigeonhole the words, because who did you get your English language and the Gregorian calendar from? Of course, the Catholics and some of their monks and what have you. What was I going to say? Also, Pope 52 as well, because you know the Pope's involved. It's always linked up with him. Pope 52. And just remember, you know, all the words that equal to do with lies and deceit with the 113. Not true, not factual, bullshit, perjury, politics, green screen, mainstream. Of course, if you got divorced from somebody, it was probably from lies and cheating. Divorce 113. Did I say bullshit, not factual, not true? And there's a couple more that goes in that umbrella, as we've been pointing out, you know, for many years now. Basically 10 years come next year. Again, 6 years for myself. Since I found this information, I said, my goodness, this is the icing on the cake that I was waiting for. So again, you got the 322, we spoke about that, Skull and Bones and all that jazz, you know they love that. 56, I'm sure, is it Pope Francis? I don't know if Pope equals 56 as well. But anyway, you know they love the 46. I know, what's his name, mentioned a 41 with the sports there. Sorry, I haven't got all that stuff engraved in my memory, so excuse me on that one. So as I say, check out the video from GematriaEffect.News, aka Zachary K. Hubbard, so you can, you know, get the information. Again, 56 is a huge number. Again, Society of Jesus 56. Quick meme for you. When you've been hermiting for too long and your spirit guides force you to go out and be social. And in your mind you're like, oh, I don't want to go among mad people. Trust me. You know they love the number 47. Is it a real story or is it not a real story? I don't know. I'll leave that up to the viewer, as I always say. But a lot of these stories, come on. And as I say, a bit of real story, they was happy to use it because the people that run the news, of course the Jesuit Order and the minions that know what's going on, they use these type of numbers religiously, repetitively, redundantly. It's a spell cast. The casting spells is to keep you, subdue in Groundhog Day while they have you up. Rest in wholeness. I hope you've incarnated to a better place than here. And if I could turn back time. As I say, that's a track I'm working on. I'm going to do a remix of this track. Another remix, because I did a remix with a different tune before, but I'm going to make my own one and then I'll do another remix, even though that will be actually an original one, but it's a remix of a remix, so to speak. So hold tight for that. 115. What was the plant name? You had a 115, right? But that's from last year on the annual of the explosion. That was from the year before in 2020. Again, August 4th. That's Obama's birthday. Meghan Markle's birthday. The royal stuff. So again, 115. I didn't see anything with that. With this date here. Again, Russia 84. Again, with the 75s, look, just a reminder, or if you're new here, boom, Beirut blast, Hiroshima, 75th anniversary. Hello? Beirut 75. Sorry, it's the 75th anniversary of the Hiroshima nuclear bomb. If you don't know what that is, look it up. These people are crazy. And of course, they had to get the 33 in there. 33rd prime, 137. Of course, capital left at least 137 dead in Lebanese Beirut. Again, 75 years since Hiroshima. Beirut equals 75. You got the 42s. I mean, come on, and 30s in there. We spoke about that already. If you're sleeping, rewind the video. Again, Russia 48. Unbelievable. But not surprising when you know the code. So the 57s and 75. Again, think about how the basketball ties into this, because they tie it all in. Celebrity deaths, sports, movies, music. It's the spell. They have to keep it inundated with the frequency. As I say, one extreme, they have to keep it streaming, right? If they stop the stream, you're going to wake up. So they have to do it from one extreme to the next extreme. You know what I mean? Monkeypox, this thing, that thing. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. You've gone over that already. Rewind the video. I need to hurry up anyway. Look at, oh, hold up. Oh, sorry, that's just on that day anyway. No worries. But yeah, just again, you know. I saw the 78 and I realized it was only the date, so no worries. If it was the time, I would say it, but obviously they're going to put out the news on that day because it was just after, you know, the bomb, which happened a few days before. So I don't have to go over those 78s. But anyway, Russia, again, 75, 48, the 42s should be pretty self-explanatory by now. Death 218 as well. It went up to 218 deaths. Again, death equals 218 in English extended, if I remember correctly. Baravian Illuminati equals 188. Freemasonry equals 158. I mean, come on. Is that it? Right, guys, that is it. Wholeness, flat mother, love and power. Spread love and light. Hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer. And of course, give gracious gratitude, but take no shit. Remember, the children of tomorrow are the future of today. Save the children. We have to save them. Oh, and I didn't do the full-on scroll with this actually before I sign out. I may as well. I might as well just get it full screen. Yeah, so you know, go on the site, punch in you know, whatever you want to search for, see if it's there. Yeah. So again, GematriaEffect.News, and of course, let's get the old books up. But of course, you can download them for free. They're under all our videos. He's got another book, not only this book, again, Letters and Numbers, the first book with the green cover, and then it's got Number Games, 9/11 to Coronavirus. Yeah, and again, if you don't want to support in that sense, feel free to download it for free. PDF instant download. It's under all our videos. There's no excuse. You have to really look at yourself and check yourself if you ain't doing the obvious. Nobody's saying stop doing what you like to do if it's review videos or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? How can you discard this information? Check yourself. Wholeness. Alright. Give you a quick 45 seconds of this one. Little something I'm working on. Not finished yet. Still rough in departments, but you know, we'll try and refine it and add some new elements in there. But anyway, I'll play you a little 40 seconds, 45, so you can catch a vibe. Again, of course, the late great Michael Jackson on the vocals. Let's go.